All right, let's look at the damage. So they still haven't made any corrections to the runoff from the dirt road behind my house. They did call me about a week ago and said that they were getting an engineer involved in coming up with a solution. Well, thankfully that we have four-wheel drive vehicles, and the majority of that, except for a little spot where we turned around, was nothing but, you know, the whole yard was grass. I have grass starting to establish again, but as soon as the rain hits like it did and stays a little bit longer, water will start coming around the other side of the house, and then it comes through here and starts doing damage like that. When that happens, all of this new growth that I have, it'll go away, and it's been a never-ending battle. Every time I reseed, try and grade this area, I'm really not wanting to spend a whole lot of time, because I've had these promises. Well, we're going to fix your driveway, we're going to fix it where the water don't come through, and we'll bring soil to reestablish your yard, but it hasn't happened. I'm going to add this to my series of videos. You can see that all the gravel that's exposed, well, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Whenever I get my Boxblade out and I start regrading this, the only thing I'm going to have is the sand that ends up down here. It won't stay packed unless I keep it wet. All of the rock just ends up deeper and deeper and deeper. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money reestablishing this driveway when I know that they haven't corrected the problem where the water flows through my yard. Originally my deck was, you could stick your arm up underneath the deck all the way around, and now part of the deck is the same level as the ground in my backyard. But here you see the gravel all the way up this high. It's right in there. You can see it along here. You can see it all the way up into here. And over the years this has been going on, I've sort of cut out dirt from this area right here to patch this, because of course a lot of it goes out into the road. I can't get all of that went out in the road, and as cars go by and the water's on the road, the dirt's being carried down, and then it ends up in the ditch or the side of the road, and it's gone. It's not good soil or dirt to put back in the driveway anyway, because all of the material that makes it pack and stick back together, that's gone. It's nothing left but almost like washed play sand. So I keep a sprinkler, and along with watering my yard, I make sure the sprinkler catches the challenging portion of the driveway so I can still get mail deliveries. That seems to help keeping it wet, but you know, I still come home and it'll be where somebody tried to go up the driveway and just about buried themselves, and then cut grooves in it too, because you know, it's almost like driving on a beach on my driveway now. So the material that's in the driveway, realistically, pretty much most of it should be removed, and something else that'll pack and hold together brought back in. But I'm going to get my four-wheeler and my little Boxblade and try and get this to where my little Nissan won't fall down in that crevice. That's deep enough to do body damage if I roll into that by accident. So Time to cut the grass too. All of this was all through here. It's gone. You can see a little bit it survived. Some right in there. And it's gone. I could probably dig it up out of the sand. But all of this really needs to be cut down to the deepest part, because just bringing dirt and putting it in there, it's not going to compact right. I don't have something to pack it down. I'm just going to drag it, and I'll back my truck back and forth on it and try and pack it that way. So when the water does get where it's running off of that road pretty good, this is results from it. And yeah, see how much water. I've been trying to get grass to grow through here. You can see how much water came through here too. This is a swell. I did this so the water that's coming off of the road, you can see how much water's come through here. Comes around that way through here. Excuse all the jump. But that swell, and then I had another swell over here. It's completely gone now. But it was a swell right along through here. You can still see the little high spot there. But I had another swell, and the center breached, and all of the water it was holding back, along with water coming down off of Sandy Street, has cut down through and just basically keeps my yard where I can't really get it straight. And see how the dirt's being washed away from the roots of all the grass. The other thing I have to deal with, people running into my fence. The camera's gonna catch the next person doing that. But here's where the water builds up. It comes through right here, right over there, on that corner. It's because this is higher than the rest of this section. They had a berm along the side of the road, and as long as that berm stayed up, I never had to redo anything on my driveway. They never got big ruts. But right now what's saving me is this one little spot that's washed away, and it goes through, curves around, and hits over there, and then makes its way over to the right hand side. If that wasn't there, our driveway would be even worse now. So, but that water coming off just keeps washing away the dirt here. Until they fix that, I'll never be able to establish without doing terraced areas and all kind of other landscaping nonsense. It would be great to be able to access my backyard from right here, but I put a fence all the way across just to keep it from happening. As soon as you drive over that berm, it just funnels water the way the road's designed and continues to do all this damage. See what this looks like now. It's got to get packed down, but at least I'm not going to lose my little car in the rut. But I'll let it sit for a little while. I got another project going on, and I'll get in the truck and go up and down the driveway, get it packed in, and still got a little bit of work to do right there. But that little short box blade, it's hard to get a crown in the center because it's already cut like that. You have to start an area with a shovel, get a flat area, and you can only cut a little bit, and then the dirt starts lifting it up, and it'll go back to the tilt that was already on the ground. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyway, if I keep on going like I'm going now, I'll just keep getting deeper in the center. So sometimes I can go across the driveway at an angle and drag and get it straightened out, but all of this is just pure sand. It'll pack great. Problem is, as soon as somebody drives on it, it's easy to disturb it and just start a rut. But hopefully the county's gonna make good on what they were saying, and we'll see where we go from there. The homemade box blade does a good job. It really does. Just wish I'd have used a shorter actuator and a little bit shorter throw so it would move faster. But maybe if I build another one.